Get ready to spread your wings and fly. It's our pilot episode. Our guild members today, Kevin.
I'm playing Bebo, certified child.
Mike.
So he said.
I'm playing Kid 6. You know who he is.
Joseph.
I'm playing Omnima, a rock rider without his bird.
And Kid.
I'm playing Kenny. He's a cop, not very good at it.
That tracks.
Hell yeah.
That tracks.
Let's dive in. You guys are all at a bus stop. There is no one else around. The wind whistles.
That's just me whistling. However, everyone thinks it's the wind because no one sees me. I appear just as a pile of leaves over on the side. And when the bus eventually comes, I rise up and they see a figure that has a cloak, a shawl made up entirely of massive feathers. So just feathers, and when kind of just laying on the ground, looks like a pile of leaves.
All right, the three of you are standing next to a pile of leaves.
What type of leaves? I'm allergic to certain plants.
I'm going to go ahead and say you are not allergic to an air genasi.
I'm just going to go out and start by saying I've been around enough that I'm very suspicious of the pile of leaves.
Is it just a random pile of leaves at this one bus stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a pile of leaves. Don't worry.
I told you it was not a pile of leaves, but you know what?
I'm
know,
totally just a pile of leaves.
I know better than to mess with random things. So
I do not.
Bebo wants to know why the pile of leaves is talking.
Oh, small child.
that is a legitimate child. Okay.
That's just the wind. Don't worry about it.
Don't freak the child out like that.
Thinks the leaves are really weird.
Kate also thinks the leaves are weird, so don't worry about it. We're just gonna keep you on this side, away from the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna scoot away from the leaves too.
I'm gonna poke
Bebo
the
doesn't
leaves.
like the
I'm
leaves.
gonna just tap the leaves with my foot.
Leaves, do you have a name?
Roll in attack roll, or either an attack roll or a sleight of hand, I guess.
I'm not trying to attack you.
No, just for the poking.
Oh, for the poke. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm asking a question.
yeah.
Go ahead.
It's 12.
Stop, I'm ticklish.
Okay. Scoots back I'm gonna stand in front of Bebo. He stands in front of Bebo. Don't look at the leaves.
He's absolutely right. This is why I work alone. I don't like this. But okay.
As you are all investigating this pile of leaves, all of a sudden you hear a sputtering off in the distance, and the super rickety, janky old bus starts to sputter up to the bus stop. Sitting in the driver's seat is a very small auto gnome, like a gnome-sized robot, and he says, "Hey, you guys here for the airship, for the thing? You guys, yeah?
Well,
Is that you guys?"
The pile of leaves rises up as it becomes more obvious that it's a shawl of feathers, as the air genasi under it says, "Well, I believe that this is my ride. Thank you."
yeah, well, sadly this is our ride too. So you can go in first. Not because I don't trust this bus, and he's already going. Okay.
Come on.
All right. Well,
Come
he didn't
on,
die,
small
so
child. Let's go.
all right. Up onto the bus we go, I guess.
Small child, move.
Come on, kid. Get on the bus.
I'm on the bus.
Okay, you're on the bus. All right. I will be your bus driver for the morning. My name is Steery Jerry. Let's go. Starts sputtering off.
I like him.
Bebo thinks the leaves were safer than the bus.
Bebo is correct.
Yeah, you're not wrong, kid.
There are no seat belts. All of the seats are like kind of like ripped
I'm
up.
gonna sit
like-
next to
I-
Bebo and just put my arm like across him, like, you're good. You're
Well,
good.
Maybe we'll die.
I'm just like,
Maybe we won't. Who knows? I'm here for a good time.
I think we're much more likely to die on a what was it, a flying machine
Yeah.
than a bus. But
Flying machine. This is a driving machine.
yes.
Steery Jerry.
barely,
Yeah, no,
barely a
I've,
driving machine.
It's driving though.
I've seen sparrows put together worse than this. So, oh well. Well, you know, it couldn't be any worse than that one time.
One time what?
Yeah. There's
Just
a
Family
lot
Guy
that,
cutaway.
pretty much. There's a lot that you don't know. The thing with the traveler and just a whole bunch of stuff that happened. So just don't worry about it. I'll have Ikora fill you in later. It's fine.
All right. I don't really care. Let's go. Steery Jerry.
Do you
Yeah.
say your name after every sentence?
No. F you.
Fair enough.
I actually
Jerry.
like this one now. This guy's cool. I like this
Yeah.
one.
You sputter up to the middle of nowhere, and you look out your bus windows, which are very
Finally,
dirty.
my favored terrain.
the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like home.
You look out, and there is this giant steampunk clockwork machine that looks like half blimp, half airplane. Not really sure exactly what it is or how it works, but this thing is huge. It's grandiose. This is what you're here for. You have won a random lottery to fly in this brand new state-of-the-art flying machine. The door creaks open, and Steery Jerry says, "All right, get out."
You know, your bedside manner could use some work.
There are no
I-
beds here.
Yeah.
I
that's-
personally think that its attitude is very nice.
Thank you. Get out.
See what I mean?
I jump out. Just dive out.
He seems
Whee!
like a normal dude, so I'm just gonna leave his bus, bro.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Bebo is very lost.
Come on, small child. I'm just gonna pawn this.
Okay. Bebo doesn't know where to go.
Well, you're with us now, so you're gonna be fine.
You did win the lottery, right?
Bebo doesn't know what a lottery is.
I'm starting to think Bebo was voluntold for this.
Either that or they are lost.
Well, either way, they're here now.
Yes,
Let's go.
nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
You suddenly realize that Steery Jerry also got off the bus and is standing next to you and is like, "That's okay, kid. Let's go."
Are you coming
I
on?
like the same height as.
Yes, you're the same height.
Do I have to
Don't
put?
trust the other child.
What's wrong with this kid? All right, let's go. And you look back, you see that he's completely left the bus unattended, and it's like slowly rolling backwards, and it fully rolls back into a ditch.
You want to do anything about that?
I don't think he cares.
My name is Steery Jerry, not Parky Jerry.
You could have at least like.
Nope, I did my job.
Bebo thinks
No one
he
said
has a
anything
point.
about parking it.
All right. Well, can't argue with that.
Let's go.
I don't think it did any more damage.
You
to
guys approach the airship, and you see a very well-dressed gentleman standing there waiting for you, leaning against a cane, which you assume is probably just for looks. And he introduces himself. He says, "Welcome, one and all. My name is Reginald Von Thistlewick III, and you are my lottery winners. Thank you so much for being here for the maiden voyage of my flying machine." I forgot the name of my flying machine. What is the name of my flying machine? It's the Cloudskimmer Mk. That's what it was. I remember.
I would hope so.
Yes. No, I did. That was. Isn't it incredible?
It seems fine, but
It seems more rickety than the bus.
I'm just so...
Jerry, where's the bus? I don't know, boss. I brought it here, and now it's gone.
It disappeared.
It's in the ditch.
Yeah, it's very much in the ditch, so good luck getting that one out.
Jerry, what?
You said something about not parking it?
Jerry, we've been over this. You gotta park the... Okay.
You might want to get a new bus.
Oh,
anyway.
it's okay. It was an old bus. We have insurance. It's fine. All right.
You have insurance on that thing?
Yeah, I always get insurance.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm.
No,
wanna-
Geico.
Geico,
Geico.
Allstate, just anyone who will sponsor. Well, everything will have insurance.
Yep.
If you use State Farm, you're in good hands.
People wants 15% or more.
That's Geico. We're in safe hands with State Farm. It's all states actually, but you know what? We're here for it. We're having fun.
We are farmers. Are we gonna get copyrighted?
Probably.
Don't worry. I took out 7 different insurance policies. We'll be fine.
That sounds like insurance fraud.
No, it's not. Is that sure? No? Okay. All right. We're good.
Yeah.
People doesn't like this guy either.
That's okay, Bibo, certified child. Thank you for being here and winning our lottery.
Okay, so he did win the
People
lottery.
doesn't know how he does names.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Bibo. Calm down. Hey, let's introduce our other guests. We have Omnima, the air genasi. We have Cade, the robot man. And we have Kenny, who's just a guy.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yes, we will.
Just a cop, man. Don't do anything stupid. I probably wouldn't notice, though.
I'm not sure how long it will be, but I'm so glad to be back in the air. It's been far too long.
Aren't you air?
I miss my bird so much.
Isn't he air?
I don't know. Is he made of air?
I don't know, but he looks like air.
He looks like he's made of air. Yeah.
So how does he miss the air if he is air? Is he, like, missing parts of his body?
I think you're thinking too hard about it. Just don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Quit touching me.
People likes birds.
Does be
All right.
Birds are great.
You see Reginald kind of look off in the distance a little bit. There's a bunch of well-dressed individuals in suits off in the distance, and he says, "If you would just stand by for just one moment, we'll begin our tour." And he walks off, and you can hear him sort of whispering off in the distance with these individuals.
I think we're the test subjects.
I also think I'm very underdressed for this. It is my best cloak, but still.
Same here,
I've
bro.
only been shot at like twice in this one, so.
Can I try to overhear what they are saying?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the first time we actually do something.
That is 8 plus 7 is 15.
15? Yeah, you hear a couple of words. Reginald is not very good at speaking quietly. So you hear things like, "Yeah, no, it's fully safe. We did all the safety checks. So very good. Yeah. Yes, it was a very legitimate lottery. Everyone was randomly selected. Yeah, no, everything works fine. Trust me, once we finish this voyage, it's all going to work out."
So, what'd you hear? Anything good?
Share with the class.
Seems we are in safe hands.
Can I roll an insight?
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah, sure. Insight versus deception.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, no.
So you rolled in that one.
That's a 17.
Okay, you easily succeed. Yeah. You haven't known Omnima for long, but something's not adding up. It doesn't seem like something like a very juicy secret that
Weirdly
he would have
hesitant,
overheard.
but like more out of perplexion than kind of anything else.
While this is happening, I'm going to summon my Find Familiar, which obviously is a ghost. So it's just going to be... And then the ghost is going to appear above my hand, and I'm going to start talking to the ghost. I'm going, "Are we sure this is safe? We can check that, right?" There's not going to be anything, really? Okay. I mean, sure, but okay. Do you think it's safe? Fine. And then it's going to disapparate, just disappear.
As it disappears, Reginald is going to walk up and say, "What is that thing? I would like to get a closer look at that."
Haha, no.
All right. We'll circle back to that.
I was told not to let you handle that.
Wow. Who said that? Who have you been talking to? Marvin? Was it Marvin? You can't trust Marvin.
I don't think.
Well, right now I trust Marvin more than I trust you.
You don't even know Marvin. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. Let's begin our tour. Come on. And he leads you up a ramp onto the skyship. He's going to take you around a couple of different areas. My notes decided to reload. That's nice.
A few moments later.
So Reginald is going to guide you around this airship. And he's going to show you a lot of different rooms, none of them super interesting outside of something that he calls the gravity parlor that has this giant spinning gyroscope in it. There is this grand ballroom that has a self-playing organ and the pilot's cockpit where all of this technical wonder is happening. Is there anything from those three areas that you would like to explore further?
Can I see if the organ can play any other? That room can play any other type of music or style of music.
Yeah. So you walk up to the self-playing organ. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'm not mad at that. I was that one. 13.
13. Yeah, pretty easily. It's transparent. You see, as you get closer, that there is actually kind of this air kind of swirling inside. It actually appears to be some sort of air elemental that is pulling on the strings that pluck the hammers.
Brother.
You see a vague shadow of a hand kind of reach out and then dissipate.
But you were... Huh. Nope, must just be my imagination.
Bebo has seen so many ghosts today.
Is Bebo a ghost?
I'm not sure Bebo understands what ghosts are. That's an air elemental?
Bebo saw you with the ghost.
Yes, that is a ghost, but it's not like a ghost.
Bebo is confused.
So am I.
Bebo can stay confused. It's okay.
I would like to look in the cockpit to see if there are any maps or otherwise that indicate a course having been charted, or if there is a planned route or something.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Okay. I'm not good at investigation, so that is a 6.
A 6? Yeah, it seems to be a general piloting sort of area. It's all very new technology, so it's hard to tell. But Steery Jerry has taken a place at some sort of navigation helm, and so he safely got you from point A to point B with the bus, and so he'll probably do it again.
Can I just talk to Steery Jerry?
Yeah. What do you say?
You know what you're doing?
Yeah. Of course.
Are you navigating Jerry now, or are you still Steery Jerry?
No, I'm Steery Jerry.
But this isn't steering. This is navigating.
No, I steer when Reginald is not here.
Well, is there a wheel, like a on a ship?
There is a very large, wheel.
Like, how big is it compared to Steery Jerry?
Large. You can see, because he's...
So is it twice the size of him?
Yeah. Because
So
he's
it's
an autognome, he can kind of plug into the system.
Okay.
And so
That makes
he can
sense.
pilot, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Okay.
Can
well-
Bebo just press any button?
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, no.
Can you tell me where?
And Steery Jerry comes over and he's like, what are you doing? And fixes everything. Bad child. No.
Don't
So-
don't do that.
Hey, Scary Jerry presses the buttons here.
Yeah, but don't yell at the child. Child, no.
Sir Jerry, you know what all these buttons do, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes, you're very familiar with them.
Yes.
Which one's the start button?
Well, it's much more complicated than that.
Do it.
Well, I can't start now. We're still docked.
Bebo is
Undocked.
watching intently.
Do it.
When do we take off?
Reginald is going to intervene here, and he's going to say, we'll take off as soon as the waivers are signed. Here, one for you, one for you, one for you. Do you have a parent who can sign the waiver?
Bebo hasn't seen parents in a while.
All right, sounds like you're emancipated. Sign here.
Bebo,
All right, thank you.
You're in charge of your
can
own
I
destiny.
read the paper? Can I read the paper?
It's a bunch of complex legal jargon. Apparent. It absolves Reginald and his shareholders from any sort of risk that might occur if you have some sort of injury or accident while on the sky ship. That they are not legally responsible.
Signing this means that we get to fly, right?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Here you go.
2 more.
I'm gonna put it down and cast comprehend language on it because Cade has no idea how to read legalese.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that and go. Ah.
Oh, I know how to read
Okay.
this.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I should sign this.
Me either.
What do you mean? It's all standard.
No, it's not.
If this seems
It's
kind of
more in
risky.
It's minor chance of anything going wrong, really.
See, the fact that he said it twice makes me think that there's more.
Yeah,
than, it's
there's
not
more
just
legal
minor.
jargon in here than there normally is on these types of things. So I'm just gonna cross out whatever I don't agree with, and then I'll sign it.
He'll look at it. Okay. That still works. Okay. All right, you're good.
I just crossed out the minor injury part, and that's it. Just minor injury and major accident on my fault is his fault now.
Cade's gonna do the same thing of like, that looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
No, okay. Fine. All right, here you go.
All right, we're ready to go. Steery Jerry, remove that ramp. And Steery Jerry goes, and he starts pressing buttons, and he's doing the whole startup sequence. And you hear a rumble come up in the cockpit, and you can hear the sound of the engines activating, and these wings sort of spread out like a bird's wings, except it's just giant airplane wings. And the entire thing begins to lift up off of the ground.
Have you never been flying before?
Nope.
Once in a lifetime opportunity, folks.
Bebo
it's
is
not-
ready to fly.
That's the spirit, Bebo.
I think people will fly if you just threw them across the yard.
Well, yeah, but
Bebo doesn't
So that
want
would be
that.
unsafe.
Like this fucking rickety thing.
This is not rickety. It's perfectly normal. We might hit a little bit of turbulence here and there, but that's fine.
I love turbulence. I've missed this so much.
I'm starting to think I got on the wrong ship.
Bebo thinks turbulence is a big word.
Bebo is correct.
You're not wrong, Bebo.
It means bumps in the air.
Bebo gets turbulence now.
All right, well, we're in it now. All right.
So where are we going?
You look out the windows, and the ground is slowly disappearing, and you see birds flying by in the sky. It's a nice crystal blue day, and Reginald will respond to you and say, we're just taking a lap. We're going around. Just a short maiden voyage, just to, break her in. You guys are a part of history.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Really, I mean, what is a course? We can change it. We can chart whatever. Is there something in particular that you want to see?
Are there any like
Ground.
planes in the sky, or is this like the
This
only
is the
aircraft?
old. This is
Okay.
like state of the art, very new invention.
The ground. I want to see the ground.
Look down.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Yeah, why would you look down? Never look down. They always look down.
Oh, that's the only way to see the ground.
In cartoons, in all the old movies, and this and that, they always look down.
Because it's enticing.
Yeah, that's valid. Okay.
There's a giant tree just a little bit a ways that I haven't been able to visit in quite a while because it's very hard to get to the top without something to fly you up there.
Ah, yes. Well, now you have something. The Cloudskimmer Mk.
Do you have to say it every time that way?
Yeah, it's its own. It's a given name. That's the whole thing.
All right. No, just curious. I want to refer to it properly. That's all.
No,
That's fair. Well, just in case we're interested, and I'll pull out a map. Well, let's see. We are about right here. It is over here. Just in case anyone is interested.
Okay. Well, I mean,
You can find some cool stuff at the top of a giant tree.
Yeah, let's go see the giant tree. Spins the wheel and everything turns.
I don't think that was a very smart way to do that.
Yeah, but we're on the right track now.
People fell over.
Just gonna reach over and pick up Bebo and just stand him back up.
It's okay, Bibo. We have barf bags just in case.
People is.
You'll get your sky legs soon.
Did Bebo not feel good?
People is very lost.
Scary Jerry, get some champagne for our guests and some apple juice for Bibo.
People want the big word.
Scary Jerry is going to come over with identical champagne glasses and is going to hand them out. There you go.
Hey,
This
hey,
is
Bebo, why
actual
don't you,
apple juice.
why don't you pull up a chair and get a drink and sit down? Or I'm being sarcastic. Get out of here.
He's Bibo. I'm Scary Jerry.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just get back to work, please.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's about right.
People
you
say
enticing?
those words.
Are you enticing him for a reason?
Yeah, it's just this little exo on primordial robot humor. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this. You just gotta throw it.
I'm gonna take Bebo's and be like, is this actually apple juice? Is it actually apple juice?
This is roll investigation.
So you rolled in that one.
Oh no! All of us, it's like one of those things when you're
You accidentally pour some wine into the apple juice.
You make champagne.
It's one of those things where it's like when someone asks what your favorite movie is and you forget all of the movies, you're just like, I can't remember the difference between champagne and apple juice, and you're looking at them and they look a little different, but actually now that you're holding them close, you're not sure which one is which.
I'm just gonna not give it back to the child until I can figure out what it is.
I'm going
Just give
to.
it to a little
Is there a
champagne.
difference between... You can't give... That's
right,
contributing
yeah.
to a delinquency of a minor. I have to arrest him for it.
No, you'd arrest the contributing party. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'd
know
have
any
to
better.
arrest Scary Jerry for it, but he looks like he's the only competent person here to fly this thing.
Yeah, that's valid.
Somebody give Bibo his apple juice.
Alright, I'll roll investigation for it, I guess. That's a 13.
Yeah, you can easily tell the difference between the apple juice and the champagne.
It's like, okay, this one's apple juice. Color, no bubbles. Here you go, buddy.
People down. People happy.
I don't think I should have given that one sugar.
No, I think you should have watered it down first, at least.
Only the best for our guests. Full sugar apple juice.
We're gonna.
How luxurious.
People start like sprinting around the cockpit.
As all of
Can
this
I
has
trip
happened,
What?
Can I trip Bebo? Just stick my foot out as he's running laps and trip him?
Yeah, go ahead and
I'll elect to fail.
you trip.
I'm going to have headed outside. Ritual cast Speak with Animals, and am going to start beckoning to some of the birds, some of whom I've met before, supposedly.
A bird will land a small little sparrow, and he's like, "Hey, good to see you again.
Yes, it is good to see you again. Here.
What are you doing all the way up here?"
Trying to get my flying legs just back in. It's been a long time since I lost my rock. You know how it is, but
The rock.
yes, I have some payment for your services. I produced some birdseed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, I probably should have asked someone this earlier, but what should we expect we're to fly into?
Looks like smooth sailing from here. Just clean skies, very little turbulence.
Oh, wow, how lucky. I did not expect this. Okay, I'm going to go deliver the good news to the rest of the crew, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds good. Hey, by the way, what the hell is this thing?
It's a giant metal bird, I guess.
That scares me the f*** out.
Yes, I don't think it's predatory, though. So...
We'll see.
Yes.
Good chatting. I'm gonna go.
All right. Until next time.
He
All right.
flies away.
All right. Then I will return to inside the cockpit to say, well, good news, everyone. I talked to the birds, and it seems that we have clear skies for the rest of the day.
Can Bebo talk to birds?
Of course, Bebo. You can do anything that you set your mind to.
Bebo is
Don't lie to the
pleased.
child.
No one else is gonna go and just explain that he's talking to the birds.
He's made of air. And
That doesn't really soothe my circuits here. I'm not really good with that. He's just talking to birds.
I was soul bonded to a bird once.
I think
You were married to a bird?
that's not what that
Oh,
means.
no.
And even I know that.
He was married to a bird. Soul
That's not-
bonded, married? Sounds like the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
In some,
pal,
in
whatever
some
floats your boat.
in some senses it is, but no, it definitely wasn't sexual or anything.
I didn't even say anything about sexual. See, he's the brick. He's the.
Are there non-sexual marriages?
I think we're done with this conversation.
I think he
now.
was freaking the bird.
He was. He might
was
have been
freaking the
freaking
bird.
I agree.
All right.
It sounds like it.
Because we're all established that Ophelia here was freaking the bird.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think that's his name, but that's
All
fine.
right. No, it starts with an O. It's close enough. All right.
Good.
Bebo is confused.
Bebo does not need to
Oh,
understand
right. There's a
this.
child here.
This is on you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna. Don't worry about what I say, Bebo. Just when I talk to you, I'll call you out. Okay.
Bebo will put his non-listening ears on.
No,
sounds like- that sounds like a
not
good
right now.
thing.
Not right now.
All right. Now that Bebo's gone, what are we doing up here? Again, we're floating up to.
Yeah, you're just enjoying the view
Okay.
of the sky ship, of the surrounding terrain. I know that Kenny wanted to check out the piano a little closer. You saw the air elemental. Did you have some sort of request for what you wanted it to play?
Any type of more of less of the classical
Mm-hmm.
rich people music that type, and more of the farm town banjo style music.
Yeah. You hear all of a sudden the music stop, and then switch genres and start playing something akin to what you're talking about.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just chill in here then, just relax, enjoy.
It's kind of cool, just leaning back. You have the whole ballroom to yourself. You're sipping champagne. You could probably get used to this.
I don't like this, but this is nice. It's weird. I just want to dance.
All right.
I want to dance with my leg.
So,
Kid's gonna make his way down to the gravity, the artificial gravity chamber, and just kind of start looking around, trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah, it's this huge spinning gyroscope. It looks like it's important to the ship. You're not quite sure how. roll an investigation check for me.
That.
I'm not good at it, but I'm not terrible at it. That's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, not quite sure how it works. It kind of like there's a piece that connects to the floor and a piece that connects to the ceiling, kind of like goes through, and it's all spinning. It probably is important to how the ship functions.
All right. Cast Find Familiar and summon Ghosts and go, all right, can we try and figure out how this works? Can we do this at all? It seems primitive. That was the whole reason we were here. It was just kind of like check everything out, make sure they're on track for flight. Okay? Cool. He's gonna send Ghost off, and Ghost is gonna kind of like just take a lap around.
Yeah.
See if there's anything like on the other side that's like major importance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there he flies around. He investigates. He looks around, sees the control panel, stays there for a little while. But ultimately, what it goes to is this door off in the corner. It seems like it's not able to access it.
All right, Ghost's gonna come back and tell me that, and I'll make my way over to the door.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, I'll draw my pistol and kind of like, I'll use my other hand to like see if it's open.
It's locked.
Locked. Okay.
Yes, a locked door.
Yes, D&D's worst thing is a locked door. I'm gonna be here for the rest of the campaign.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
You lost me now. Yeah. I mean, so just a regular.
Yeah, regular
All right.
door.
So, what absurd thing can I do to this door to try and get it open?
Oh no.
No, I'm just. I put my gun away and I just cast Eldritch Blast and blast open the door.
Yeah. Roll an attack roll with advantage.
All right, because it's a door.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're just like point blank Eldritch Blast.
So that's 19 plus 6, so that's a 25.
Yeah. Okay. You completely blast the doorknob mechanism through the door. So now there's just like a hole in the door where the doorknob was.
Cha-ching! It says as he opens up the door. And we'll be from behind the door. Door number 1.
It seems like just like some sort of storage closet. You see cleaning supplies, mop, broom. What's weird though is that in the center of the room there's this tall stand with a holographic parrot perched on it.
Okay. Do you speak?
Nola. Nola.
So you speak in broken Spanish.
Nola.
Is that all you can say? Are you gesturing to something?
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, once again. That's a 6.
6. You can't quite understand what its purpose is, but it seems to be malfunctioning.
Ah, okay. So it's more glitching.
Yeah.
Then okay.
The only word that you can make out is Nola, N-O-L-A.
Oh no! I thought he was saying like
Hola.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I thought it was broken Spanish. That's like, I'm like, that's fine. I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah, that much probably with Ghost help you can get through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's Nola.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're gonna go find a Nola now. Ooh, you know what? We could probably question that old dude. He might know a Nola. It's probably his dead wife. Ghost, we can go find his dead wife. Come on, let's go. He's gonna slam the door and like make his way back up to where he last saw everybody in the cabin.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, the two of you, and anything that you would like to do.
I'm gonna be doing more bird shenanigans outside. So while I still have speak with animals up, I'm gonna try to, try to get use animal handling or something to get a bird to agree to allow me to use beast sense through it in order for me to take a more extensive look around the outside of the ship.
Yeah.
So investigating like above and below it, places I would normally have trouble getting to.
Yeah, for sure. You call another bird over, you chat, and you cast Beast Sense,
Yes.
and it begins to fly all around the
But
ship.
yeah, mostly though, I am just enjoying the wind and like crisp, thin air of the high altitude just going past me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So mostly just enjoying the experience.
nice.
Yes.
All right. So you are sitting back, enjoying the experience as this bird investigates, and you are periodically peering through its senses.
Exactly.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so that's 15, so that's 22.
22. So as the bird is flying around, it's a highly decorative ship. It's just pure like gold, gears turning, steampunk, very steampunk. Just very exquisite, everything bright and shiny. It's actually a little hard for the bird to see because of the reflection of the sun. But it seems to be this portion of it. It looks to be like this ornate pirate ship almost, with wings that spread out and then large engines. They look to be almost like wind turbines with wings of solar panels. And so it's like some sort of combination of wind and solar that makes this go potentially. It's very interesting. You see a lot.
Stuff I'm very unfamiliar with.
Yeah, very unfamiliar.
Yeah.
And you're not quite sure because you're unfamiliar with this technology.
Yeah.
You can't say for certain, but there's a lot of mechanisms that look like it makes this thing go. But you're not quite sure what the science behind making it stop might be.
Interesting.
So don't drop us out of the sky if you start to mess with anything. That's all I can say.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
All right.
What about Bebo?
Can people put listening ears back on?
Is anyone still even there?
Steery Jerry is there.
Oh,
Yeah. Go for it, kid.
yay! Can people press buttons again?
Just press some of the ones over there. Those are.
People's gonna fully like sprint over and just start like slamming on buttons.
Yeah. You are hitting buttons, and as you are,
It just like affects the headlights or something.
there's like different
blinkers come on.
Yeah, different miscellaneous things. You probably got sent to a non-essential panel. Some of the buttons do nothing, which is kind of strange. And then also roll me a perception check.
So whose room is they getting messed with?
Oh, that's gonna be 15.
15.
Nice.
No matter how many buttons that you hit, there is a dial on this board that just does not move. And you're very curious about this. It has a big word that's labeled on it, but you can't read it.
Who wants to know what that means?
That's nothing, kid.
People wants to know what that means.
Yeah, it's just for the lights.
People wants to know what it means. What is it?
Okay, Steery Jerry's gonna roll on over.
Hey.
That's the altimeter, kid.
Huh?
The altimeter.
The ultimate.
It tells us how up or down we're going.
Oh.
Does that make sense? You got
Because
it?
Bebo in the air number go up,
Yes.
but Bebo on the ground, the number go down.
Yes.
People start slamming on buttons again.
All right, kid. Gotta go back to steering. Steery Jerry.
Can Bebo just like sprint out of the room?
Yes. All right. Yeah. as you guys are exploring, where do you want to sprint to? You just want to go outside?
Whatever the next room is, I like fully am just like bolting it out of there because there's nobody near me apparently.
Yeah.
So I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Is there like other people on this ship like?
Interestingly, you haven't seen a lot of workers.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, you've just seen Reginald and Steery Jerry, and the air elemental in the piano.
Okay.
Yeah. You run around. You know that the door that Omnima went out goes outside, and pretty much everyone else is exploring things that went through that door. You do notice another door. That has some sort of red sign
I go
on
to
it.
the door.
Yeah. It is locked.
Can I try to read the sign?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
To read?
17.
He's also like
impressed.
5.
I am 5.
17. Yeah. There are some words that you know.
There are some words.
You so there's a short word, right? And then 2 long words, and then another short word. And so you see FOR. You know that one. That one's 4.
4.
Yeah. And then something only.
For people only. That's my room. People's tired and wants to go to bed. But people can't get into his room.
Does anyone see him doing this?
The only other person there is Steery Jerry, and he is steering.
All right.
I probably. How long has it been since we like disappeared?
It's been maybe 15, 20
I'd
minutes.
probably head back
Yeah.
after that. Just
You all kind of make your way back in. You finish up with your bird. You finish up with the parrot. And you finish your champagne. You all come back to the cockpit. You see Steery Jerry doing his thing. And then Bebo looking up at a sign on a door.
Is there a window into this room or is it like fully shut off?
It's like totally like glass all around the cockpit, like to see out. There's no window into the room that you're trying to get into.
Okay, gotcha. That is what I was asking.
Yeah.
Can I read the sign on the door?
Yes, it says for emergency descent only.
I'm gonna.
And at this point, I'm fully just like trying to.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You okay there, BB boy? Bebo?
People wants to go into his room.
That is not
This
your
is
room.
for people use. For people use only.
You're not too good with words, are you there, bud?
He's like 5.
No.
Yeah, that's not what that says.
People hasn't learned how to read very good.
I'm 25. I still can't read very good.
Bebo could be a cop.
People could be a cop.
There's some labor laws about that, but you want to find your room, bud? We can go find your room. Let's
People were right there.
that's
For people use only.
that is close. You got 2 words.
I think you're
It-
fighting a losing battle here.
So
Just
it-
move him.
Yeah, you're right.
It's for your use, but it is not your room. It's a different kind of room.
It's the outside room.
Yes.
If not Bebo room, then how for Bebo?
Not for Bebo, for outside.
It's for later.
Oh.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Also, has
real game breaking mechanics here, guys.
also has anyone seen Reginald Von Thistlewick III?
Did you have to say
Again, with
his...
the whole names thing. What is with
Yeah.
everybody in the whole names thing?
It's the only way I can remember it.
Okay, no, that's valid. It's just yeah, I don't know where Reggie went.
No.
All of a sudden, you feel a massive shake in the airship, and alarms start to go off.
Hey, now we're doing something.
Bebo felt
That-
turbulent.
And
That's not turbulence.
Bebo turbulent.
Reginald steps in. Just a minor malfunction. Don't worry, it's just turbulence.
But there is no turbulence.
No, it's okay. Just gonna fix this up real quick. Steery Jerry, you take the helm. I'm gonna go check on the gravity parlor. Hey, the four of you, you're not doing anything. Why don't you go down and see Otto the Steam Butler down below?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we're really getting just handed quests here. All right, yeah, let's go, guys. Let's.
All right, but there is something I want to ask you later.
All right, we'll get to that later in the next episode. Go ahead and check that out.